Well, good morning. I'm here with Jimmy Staffey, and we're going down a long, forgotten road called the Ike Kidd Road. Parallels the Ike Kidd Road. Got an old 1959 60s USGS map and shows the road, and we're going to explore it out to the end. Mile and a half, 2 miles, I'm not sure, but gentleman by the name of Ike Kidd lived out here, had no home place. Not sure we'll find it, but again, an old road that hasn't been traveled in a long time. Hard to imagine there was a road here. Hard to fathom there was a road here 80, 90 years ago. We laugh when we get off trail and we come to these posts that say no vehicular traffic beyond this point, and you think, wow, things have changed in 50, 60 years. Actually turned into an old road after we got through all that thickety stuff. Going across the ridge, again paralleling the Ike Kidd Road. Alright, right across the ravine is the ridge that Ike Kidd's on. So we're just, if you looked at the Ike Kidd Road, we're just almost straight across to Edda's Arch, where we're at currently. And the road is, to be overgrown, it's in pretty decent shape once you get through the initial thicket. Now we went up Divide Road, went to the fire tower. Of course, the road in Kentucky has a lot of different names, Laurel, and going out it past right before you get to Ike Kidd, you'll just have to have a GPS to show you out. Parking's a bit of an issue. We barely got off the road, but again, you can tell at some point in time this is a relatively well-traveled road, and we hope to find an old remnants of an old home place. Don't know if we will, but it's just one of those things. Looking at the map, saw that old road paralleling Ike Kidd and thought, we needed just to walk out this thing. There is an old grave, the grave of Ike Kidd, but I don't hold much hope out to find it. It's supposedly a old fieldstone, headstone, footstone, and it's hard to find those anymore after all this time, leaves and everything. So we'll be lucky if we find it, tickled to death, but don't look forward to seeing it. A few stacks stone probably reinforcing the roads that went up this hill. Remnants of logging. There's a metal cable And we're not sure what this is. Looks like a part of a chair seat or something. Of course, I wonder, maybe that was a gate keeping people out of the home place. I don't know. Hard to say. We're getting close to the location, but here's the thing, all the BSF gravesite locations, their coordinates are way off, so probably won't be a big help. Well, we found two rocks close to where the GPS setting said, and said it'd be a headstone and footstone, so just wondering if that's Ike Kidd's grave. Not sure. Looks like it though. Now this is very interesting. We have went out to the end of Ike Kidd, headed over the bluff, and wanting to think the base of an old still, but I don't see any metal, nor do I see glass, mason jars, that type of thing. Still, that's very interesting to find that. No telling how long that's been there. Well, already found the still or a fireplace or something, and down below it I believe we found Mr. Ike King's place. Got the old wall, stone wall, all the way around. Big stone piles. Possibly a part of a fenced in area, I'm not sure. More stone. More stone. More stone up the hill. He's obviously lived right in this little basin right here. Very neat. Found this because we looked at an old map and saw an old road. At one time was known as the Ike Kidd Road. And it's pretty much gone back to nature. Another big rock pile. Another stone pile. We think that back there was probably where the band might have cooked or smoked meat or something, because again, it's built solid. No mason jars, glass, or wire or tubing that you usually find around old stills up here. Yeah. That thing goes way back.
I want to know what they were saying back there. Be some kind of fun.
Looks like a small fire and maybe a piece of shiny stuff. Well, I crawled all the way back there and found a big pretty hunk of ice. There's been a small fire back there, no telling when. Somebody found shelter here. Never been dug out. Nice looking little bluff. We just found it above the old Ike Kidd place. We're gonna head back out. We're gonna hit the bluff line, walk it. As the story goes, we found his home place up the head of this hollow. Walk out its door. Just north on the ridge was the grave. I just don't think what we found earlier was it. Now it matches the BSF gravesite coordinates, but a lot of the rock were not in the ground. They're just kind of laying there upright. So I don't know. Definitely found a farm place up here for Ike Kidd. Been a good trip. Exploring a little side road off the Ike Kidd Road and just walk down to the bluff line. Another very interesting place. Very little signs of life. We found a couple of old cans from back in the day. I believe we've been the first ones to been here in a long, long time. Alrighty, Jimmy just dropped me back off at the Peters Mountain Fire Tower. We had a great trip. Very long forgotten road. The Ike Kidd Road went down to remnants of an old farm, rock piles everywhere. Fascinating discovery under a bluff, a structure not a moonshine still, but maybe possibly something they use in their farming. Found signs of potential cabins, but no clarity as to whether it was or not. Found what could have been a grave based on the GPS coordinates on the Park Service, but hard to say as well. But hey man, we just scraped the surface. We got down there and found stuff that people haven't seen in a while. So more than likely we'll be back. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later.